Hey everybody, Stacey here. Doing another experiment tonight. This time, let me get my BLOOMS here and find the part to it. There it is. I am going to do a Dutch pour, more of a traditional Dutch pour than what I usually do. With a couple of these COLORARTE pigments. This that I'm going to put down first is, I'm not putting it all over the whole canvas. I'm just going to put it over a part because I'm going to stretch this like a balloon. But this is Hobby Lobby's version of pour paint. It's supposed to be pre-mixed, ready to pour, whatever. I added some Floetrol to it. I hope I have enough. And I added some silicone, just like I always do. And I'm gonna kind of move that around a little bit. And then I've got to get, hang on just a second, I'll be right back. Got to step over here. I forgot one of my things I needed. I've mixed these colors with, I'm trying to remember. I had to set this up and then I had to go pick up my son, and if I get distracted I'll forget what I was doing. Yeah, they're mixed with, they're the COLORARTE pigments, and they're mixed with a little bit of the polypore to dissolve them. And then I added Floetrol and glue to that, and silicone. So that's what we got there. And then I thinned them with some water a little bit. And I don't know if this is going to work or not. I've never done it before. But we're just going to see. I'm going to make it in the center. Like that, kind of, that's supposed to be kind of round. And it's really running off because this canvas is slanted. Because of my stupid pouring table. It's better than it used to be, y'all. But it is still slanted, and I am still dealing with that. Anyway, that first color, I don't remember the name of it, but I added a little quinacridone magenta to it. This is peacock feather, and I added a little bit of that Hobby Lobby, I meant Lumiere, Pretty Lumiere metallic green to that. This is the Sapphire COLORARTE pigment, and I added a little metallic cobalt blue to that by Artist Loft. And this is Persimmon, which is one of the COLORARTE pigments. And I added nothing to it. I poured some more of this out, and I added a little red to it in the other one for the next pour. And then this is just some more of the Hobby Lobby, their brand pour paint with Floetrol added. And I'm having to hold that canvas up because it's slanted so bad. Let's see. It's already trying to sell up a little bit. That's cool. I made it probably too big. Oh well. We'll just do the best we can. trying to get that all covered. I know I don't do these like anybody else does. I know I'm not neat and organized, and you know, everybody else does a lot better job about keeping everything separate till it's not supposed to be separate anymore and all that. I'm not all that good at it. Now we're just going to blow this out and see what it does. Don't blow too much. Don't blow too much. Look at all those cells. How wonderful. Okay, I'm going to let it flow back together before I do any moving around. That's pretty. There's some neat stuff going on in there. But like the blooms, I like to give it a second to move back together, and then I'm going to torch it. Damn it, my torch. I have to get a new torch. Whatever that little piece is that fell out, it's not working right since that happened. It just was a little spring looking thing, and it just fell out of the end when I was using it. And now it won't stay lit. Oh, that's pretty good. Put me a dam up here at the end so I can control what comes off and what I keep. I gotta get these sides covered a little bit here and get this corner. That's really pretty. I wanted to use a different color as my base color than white. I think people overuse white. I see white used all the time for base colors and cell activators and everything. I like to try to mix that up a little bit, use some kind of different colors. Okay. That's pretty cool, y'all. I like that. And that's using the COLORARTE pigments, but with a little bit of paint added to them just to give them some body. I don't know how well they dry on their own. I made a piece in the last video that was just with the pigments and no paint added. I don't know how it's going to dry, but we'll see, and I'll show y'all. This is pretty cool. that pretty little magenta cells forming up here on this side over here. That's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like this one. It's different. I'll do that again, I think. I like that. Okay. Now, yeah, it's nice to do something different than the blooms with these pigments, you know. I know they're going to be awesome with resin. I don't have anything to resin on right now. I'm out of wood browns and stuff, and you really kind of, resin is kind of heavy for a regular canvas. I do it on a smaller one sometimes, and I may just have to because I'm so anxious to see what it's going to look like, but really you should wait to resin on wood if you can. Let's look at this up close, y'all. Turn off the big light. Okay. Alright, what do y'all think? Let's look up close. Alright, camera, catch up with me here. It's got some neat cells. It's got some really interesting cells. They go all the way down. Got several colors showing through them. I like that. I mixed up these same colors. I'm going to do something. I don't know exactly what. A bloom or another one of these. See those cool little magenta cells there? That's neat. Yeah, I'm going to do something else with these colors and maybe add some colors to them. I'm not sure. But what I have mixed up, the coral color is more red because I added some paint to it. Anyway, thanks for being with me, you guys. I appreciate it. As always, join me next time. There's no telling what we'll be up to because I don't even know. But we'll do something fun. I appreciate you being here. Y'all take care. Have a good night.